guys, it's LpsHoney and welcome to a brand new mini series on my channel where we're going to be comparing LPS grab bags, seeing if they're worth the price, which one's better, and which ones to avoid. Each episode we're going to be comparing two different grab bags from this same website, one being of higher value and one of lower value. In today's video we're going to be focusing on grab bags from AliExpress. And no, I'm not talking about these kind of grab bags where they very clearly just send you a bunch of fake LPS. I did a bit of searching and found two particular grab bags that I was interested in that seemed like they were going to send you authentic Littlest Pet Shops. So I bought from both sellers and today they've arrived and we're going to take a look at what's inside, whether or not it's worth the price, and which one out of the two I recommend. So grab a snack, get relaxed, and let's find out if these grab bags are worth it. So these are the kind of grab bags we're working with. I found two listings on AliExpress to compare in today's video. This first listing here promised 10 randomly selected Littlest Pet Shops. The images on AliExpress looked pretty promising, showing a mixture of G2 and G3 pets. This particular grab bag cost $23 for 10 pets. They also had smaller, cheaper options like 3 and 5 pets, but I decided to go for the 10 pet option so we could see the full range that they offer. I also bought two lots of this grab bag so we can see if they have a decent variety or not. As for the grab bag we're comparing it to, this is our cheaper grab bag. It consists of 5 Littlest Pet Shops and that was the only option I had for $10 US. The images they used on AliExpress were a lot more enticing though, showing a authentic Dachshund and some other G2 LPS I thought looked pretty cool. Though the likeliness of actually getting the Dachshund are pretty low, I still decided to take my chances. Because this particular seller only sold in quantities of 5, I bought 2, making this order a total of 10. Meaning I bought 2 grab bags from each seller. I'm actually going to start off with the cheaper of the two and see what this seller has to offer. So starting us off pretty strong, we have this authentic possum. I will say its body and head color are a bit different. There may be some sun bleaching or maybe it's a reject pet from the factory. Other than that, it has a little bit of wear and tear here and there, but it seems to be in relatively good condition. And an authentic G2, we are off to a good start. Next in this grab bag, we have this G3 bear. And I'm actually quite a big fan of the G3 bears. I think they're super adorable. They aren't realistic by any means, especially compared to the G2 bears, but they have this really adorable little chibi charm to them that I just love, so I'm actually pretty stoked about this one. Next we have this G3 armadillo, and with the right coat of realistic colors, this pet could be super adorable. The mold is actually really cute, and I think he could definitely hold his own in a collection. Next we have this panther, and I actually see this pet quite a lot from AliExpress. It must not have been a very successful pet, but I don't mind it. There's definitely a lot worse G3 pets that I could have gotten. This one's quite dirty, especially when you look at its mouth. But with a good clean, it could definitely look brand new. Also, just before we move on, this panther also has what the possum had, the body being a lighter color than the head. Could be because of the sun, could be a factory misprint, we don't know. Our fifth pet is this little frog. I think it's from the same series as the armadillo I previously showed, just because it has the similar little kind of marking on the head and the solid color. I think he's pretty cute, honestly. I actually really like the colors. And this actually marks the 5th pet from this seller, so technically 1 grab bag. So if you're looking to pay $10 US for 5 LPS from AliExpress, this is the kind of selection you can expect. Obviously, the pets may be different. You may get more G3s or more G2s because it is random. But I feel like this is a pretty good idea of what you can expect. For $10 US, I'm quite happy with this grab bag, but let's look at the remaining 5 pets I ordered from this seller and see if we get any doubles, because that's the real deciding factor for me. So starting our next batch of 5 pets from this seller, we have this horse. And this is what I was talking about when I said there are worse G3 designs. I don't like this horse. Hey, there may be some super fans of this horse out there, but not me, girl. I am a hater of this horse and I will die on that hill. The front facing view of this pet is definitely something to behold. The next pet is this Pennyling Panda, and this one actually has a bobblehead, and I think that's because she was part of the kind of wave of G2 pets that were released while G3 was still a thing, and they kind of placed Pennyling in that set. I don't mind Pennyling's design, and owning her with her bobblehead is actually pretty cool. I guess you could class this as a G2.5 because it's a G2 bobblehead but a G3 pet design. Next we have this fox. This is another G3 pet that I see a lot of on AliExpress. I don't particularly like this pet that much. I think if it had different ears, I would be more on board, but the small little ears with the big head and big tail just isn't working for me. I have another G2 pet. It's this fish, and it kind of looks like he was at the bottom of a gutter, but we can definitely clean him up. This is the kind of dirt and grit that easily can be washed off LPS, so I'm not mad about it, and other than that, his painting is looking flawless, so he's just generally dirty, not in bad condition. And another G2 pet is always appreciated in these grab bags. The last pet in this grab bag, however, is a little bit of a letdown because it's a double of our frog. So unfortunately, even though I only bought 2 grab bags with 5 LPS each, we still managed to get a double. 9 unique LPS though isn't too bad. So this is what our second grab bag looked like from this seller, and again, for $10, I'm pretty happy. It is unfortunate that we got a double of our frog here, but other than that, all of the pets were unique in these grab bags, and they both contained at least one G2 LPS, with our second one containing a bonus G2.5 bobblehead Pennyling thing. But would I recommend these $10 grab bags? Truthfully, yes, especially if you're somebody who's looking for a cheaper alternative and you're into G3 LPS with the chance of getting some G2 pets. I obviously can't say for sure, but based on my experience, it looks like you get at least one G2 LPS per grab bag. I'd say that's pretty decent for $10. But let's see how they compare to our more expensive grab bags. These 2 grab bags cost $23 each, containing 10 LpsHoney each, meaning that you're paying slightly more per pet for these particular grab bags compared to the ones we've just opened. These particular grab bags definitely emphasized G3 LPS a lot more in their images, so I am expecting a lot of G3, but I do see some G2 LPS poking out here and there, so maybe we'll find something good in here. Let's get opening them up and see if these ones were worth it as well. I also want to say all these pets look like they're individually wrapped, which is pretty interesting. Maybe they'll be in better condition, I don't know. Starting us off with our first pet from this grab bag, we have this G3 guinea pig. The condition of him looks really clean and nice. Not the most popular LPS, but I will still add it to my collection and I'm happy to get him. Looks like there's a little paint mishap on his butt, but nothing major. Our next pet, however, is not looking the best. We have this G2 owl, which I would be excited for, except if you guys can tell, his bag and the pet itself is covered in rust and dirt. You can see it a lot more clear on the back here. I'm gonna say this rust is most likely from the neck, being a older LpsHoney, which is a bit disappointing. It's definitely going to need quite a bit of cleaning and maybe even a neck joint replacement depending on how bad the corrosion is. Cleaning dirt off an LPS is fine, but when you bring rust into it, it definitely does become a little more dangerous, especially for younger collectors. So while I can appreciate this being a G2 LPS, I am a bit disappointed in the condition of it, and I'm going to keep it in its bag for now and just put it off to the side. I will say though, it does look authentic, so there's that. Next up is this G3 crab. I kind of hated these when I first saw them, but after watching Hello Studio's video and now seeing them actually in person in my hand, it's kind of growing on me. And we don't have any G2 LPS crabs that look like this, we just have the hermit crab, so it's definitely a cool unique mold in my opinion at least. Our next pet I believe is a German Shepherd. I could be wrong about this mold, but it is a G3, so who knows. However, I do want to say that I'm not sure if this one's authentic or not. Hard to describe without actually having you guys feel it, but the plastic just feels a little different. The body's also very shiny, and it's just hard to pinpoint what exactly is different about this pet, but it just feels a little off. This could boil down to me not being the most experienced with G3 pets and their qualities and their fakes and everything like that, but I don't know. If you guys have any experience with fake G3 LPS, let me know your opinion. Either way, it's in good condition. If it's a fake, that is disappointing, but if it's authentic, I will say it looks great. Next up, we have this Maltese, and you guys already know I love this mold. It's one of my favorite G3 molds, probably of all time. Very underrated and underappreciated. I do already own this one, so I'm definitely going to be painting this new one. Again, the condition of these G3 pets is really just perfect. I can't stress enough to you guys how often I buy pets from AliExpress and they're just super dirty, and majority of them need a good clean. But this grab bag in general, minus the G2 Al, has been really just squeaky clean. Next we have this little thing. I don't know what animal this is, so somebody let me know. I'm assuming it's from the same series as this dog though, because it has a similar feeling plastic, so maybe he is authentic and it's just how these specific blind bag pets feel. Continuing on, it looks like we have another blind bag pet from G3, and it is this wiener dog. Isn't it crazy how G3 wiener dogs looked when you compare them to a G2 one? Like Girl got on the Ozempic. I will admit I don't mind this one's face though. I think the eyes are really cute. It's very baby looking, I guess. Not sure about the big old cupcake on her forehead, but a decent pet in my opinion. Oh, I was not expecting this. So we have another G2 LPS in this grab bag, and not rusted, but instead looks to be in perfect condition. I'm talking fresh out the package type G2 pet. I'm really surprised and happy to find this pet in here. It's quite an old G2 pet with a silver magnet and in such immaculate condition, so this guy's making up for the rusty little owl we got earlier. Our second last pet for this grab bag is this bunny. G3, but I think its eyes are absolutely beautiful. They remind me a lot of G2 eyes, but with a little bit of a G3 twist, but not to the point where they're like ugly, abhorrent in your face. They're very soft and really pretty. Our last pet for this grab bag is this G3 Husky, and I'm a fan. I really like the colors they used. It's this pastel blue again, but I think it matches the blue eyes a lot better than the previous little unknown creature that was in this color. His eyes are also printed on a little cloudy, and that may be why he was rejected, but I like him. So this was our first $23 grab bag, and if you're a fan of pristine condition G3 LPS, oh boy is this the grab bag for you. In all seriousness though, these pets cost a little over $2 each, which I don't think is bad at all. Especially when you take into consideration that these more expensive grab bags compared to the $10 ones actually come with free shipping. I think it's a pretty good deal, assuming that they're all authentic at least. Like I said, I'm a bit unknowledgeable about the blind bag G3 pets, so if anyone has any more information, let me know. Our rusty little owl was definitely a disappointment, but I do think the G2 turtle made up for that, and overall I am happy with this grab bag. Let's see if this second $23 grab bag can hold up that reputation. So I'm going into this expecting doubles, but I guess we'll see. Starting us off, we have this little German Shepherd, and while the design is similar to this one, the colors are different. And this is one of the reasons I'm a little concerned about fakes as well, because what are the chances that they have the exact same bow but different colors? For now, I'm gonna treat it like an authentic pet till we know more, but here he is, and just like the previous G3 pets from this seller, the condition is great. The next pet is this emo Yorkie. This one I know is authentic, and I find it quite a funny pet because of his little emo hairdo. I don't own this pet, but just because of the hairdo alone, I'm happy to get him. He does have a little green smudge up here. Could be nothing, but I still wanted to point it out to you guys in case it can't come off with a bit of cleaning. Next is this wiener dog. It has a lot more neutral, realistic colors compared to the pink one we've seen, but it has the more G3 looking eyes. I'm always going to prefer G2 wiener dogs, but there's just something about these G3 goofy little wiener dog faces that has a special place in my heart. Next up, we have another Penny Ling. except unlike the $10 grab bags, this one is a traditional G3 pennyling, meaning it doesn't have a bobble head. It is a regular G3 pet. The only difference is she's a cast member of the LPS show, so she has a specific design she has to follow. Next up, we have another G2 LPS, which I'm very happy to see in here. Just like the turtle previously, the condition of this pet is basically brand new. It has that new plastic feel, and I can't see anything wrong with it. The colors on this pet as well are really pretty. The aqua body with the little light pink details is really giving me Minty from My Little Pony. I'm very happy to get this one because I don't own it, and it's another G2 pet. These next two pets I'm going to show you together because it's this fox and this panther. Yes, the exact same fox and panther that we got in our $10 grab bags. Like I said, they show up a lot on AliExpress. These two are in much better condition though, just a lot cleaner overall. Just looking at them right off the bat, you can tell that they don't need as much cleaning, especially this panther. This one on the left is from our $10 grab bag, and this one on the right is from our $23 grab bag. They're a lot different in cleanliness. Next is this weird little hamster guy. Never seen him in this color before, so definitely could be a fake. He does have eye shines, but they're a very dark purple and hard to see, but trust me, they are there. He does have an LPS logo, and like I said, I just don't know enough about these G3 pets to tell you whether or not definitely they are fake or not. So please check the comments of this video if you want to know more information. Hopefully somebody said something down there, and I will try my best to pin it, because as much as I have been liking these grab bags, I don't want to recommend them if you're going to get fakes. I guess I should say I don't want to recommend them without you guys knowing that you could get fakes. I also got a yellow version of that little hamster. This one I have seen, but again, the eye shines just look super dark on him. It might have been a printing error for all I know, but it's just something I want to point out to you guys. And the last pet for this grab bag is another weird little guy. Still don't know what this animal is. A meerkat, maybe? I don't know. But hey, at least he's clean. This was our second $23 grab bag. Definitely a lot more G3 focused, with only one G2 LPS out of all 10 pets. I will say the condition of all of them though were really great. There were no major paint mishaps or dirt like our cheaper grab bags that I showed previously. These $23 grab bags in general kind of leave me questioning the authenticity of some of the pets included. This guy just doesn't look authentic to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but there's just something about him. And it's because of that I'm kind of hesitating to recommend these ones as much as the $10 grab bags. Not only that, but you get less G2 LPS by the looks of it. For example, I only got one G2 LPS out of these 10 pets. Whereas this $10 grab bag, I got one G2 LPS as well. But statistically, I would get more G2 LPS buying them this way than buying the larger $23 grab bags. But which one is better and which one do I recommend? The $10 grab bag with 5 LPS or the $23 grab bag with 10 LPS? Well, after sitting down and having a long hard think, I think I'm going to give it to the $10 grab bags. And this is for a couple reasons. The LPS are cheaper per pet in these grab bags. Also, based on my experience, you have a higher likeliness of getting G2 LPS compared to G3 pets. And I can also vouch for the authenticity of all the pets I received in these $10 grab bags. Whereas the $23 grab bags, I still am unsure if they're all authentic or not. So, out of these two options, if you're looking for a cheap alternative to try your luck and see what pets you can get from a grab bag on AliExpress, I'd recommend this $10 option. That's not to say I don't recommend the $23 grab bag, I'd just say be more cautious. If you're somebody that doesn't mind taking a risk in potentially getting some fakes, the $23 option can still be interesting, especially if you get a cool G2 like the caterpillar I got. But I do think the option is a lot riskier, so if you are considering it, just purchase with caution, because I can't vouch for the authenticity of them and I don't want you guys getting scammed. I will provide links to both the listings in the description down below if you're interested in either of them, but just know that I do definitely recommend the $10 option, and just I guess, want you guys to be cautious with the $23 option. But I really hope this video was interesting and kind of gave you a bit of an insight into some of the grab bag options that are available on AliExpress. Episode 2, I am going to be taking a look at eBay grab bags, so please look forward to that, as I'm very excited to see what eBay sellers cook up. Once again, if you have any information about the authenticity of those G3 LPS, let me know in the comments down below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do not forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you next time with another new video. Until then,